Despite the subject matter being this disillusionment, and there is hope, a lot of hope on the record.
Yeah.
So was that important for you to have songs like My Champion and that kind of song on the record?
Yeah, I think that's a real important element, and always has been with Alter Bridge, is having that optimism and the hope and you know the seeing that you should believe in yourself and you know, overcome. And I mean, these are all to some degree very they're definitely not new concepts.
Sure.
But I think they're such important concepts and concepts that people need to hear day in and day out. And when you put that to music, I think it can be a beautiful thing. It can have a lot of power and good power in someone's life.
And what for you has this power? Did you yourself struggle at any point with these kind of things?
Oh, absolutely. I still do. Yeah, I don't wake up every day and go, that's not me. And I think that's why these songs, lyrically, you take a song like Poison in Your Veins, you know, that's about not letting fear and self-doubt take over. And because it's like poison, you know. Live with courage, man. And I need to remind myself to do that every day, because that takes energy.
Sure.
You know, I think it's easy to wake up and be like, you know, woe is me. I'm going to be in a dark place. I'll just sit here and watch TV. That's copping out, man. Life is fucking fragile, and life is short, and so. You know, I think that these songs that end up becoming mantras for other people they're mantras for me as well, and they become really helpful and useful.
Yeah, I was going to ask, because what are the things then that give you this strength? Is it getting these words on paper and singing about? Does that help give you an understanding and?
Totally.
Okay.
It helps me a lot. It helps me a lot, and that's the beauty of music.
Sorry. And then you also said, well, the songs are very anthemic, like you say. I talked to Mark earlier, and he said that with every Alter Bridge album, it tends to get a little bit heavier. What's your view on this?
Well, I think the heavy element's been there for years, but I think what we get a little bit more of is it's kind of like our fan base has given us license to do what we want, especially with the arrangements. So whether it's heavy, I don't know. I mean, when I think of heavy, I don't necessarily. I think of, like, the guitar riffs are heavy, but vocally, I'm not a screamer. So, but when you take a song like "The Last Hero," or if you take a song like "This Side of Fate," and you listen to what's happening from an arrangement standpoint, and kind of the peaks and valleys and the turns, twists and turns that it takes, that's where I feel like we're taking more chances and pushing things.
And I assume then this is by design, that every album you try to incorporate new elements and.
Yeah, I think to a degree. I think that the real trick is to add elements, but not alienate people who like you for what you were. You know, so if we came out with, like, suddenly, you know, we make a jazz record, because Myles loves jazz. Of course, we're going to make a jazz record with shredding guitar solos.
Sure.
People aren't going to buy that. They don't want to hear that from Alter Bridge.
But yeah, that's interesting that you add that little bit at the end, because you have written a solo album, right? And it's done?
Yeah, it's done.
So what are your plans with your solo material?
To find a window to release it. Okay. So that's really the $1 million question, is just when I can actually just find the time to get it out there and do a little bit of touring. And right now, you know, obviously we're entering into a new Alter Bridge cycle, so I'm going to be busy for a while.
Sure. But is that solo part, is that then, like you say, is that getting out the type of musical or the type of creativity that you couldn't kind of do with Alter Bridge?
Well, I think It's not dramatically. It's not like it's dramatic. It's not like I'm playing. It's not a polka record.
Right.
But it's people who have heard it actually say it reminds them a little bit of the Mayfield 4 era, which was what I was doing prior to Alter Bridge. So that's me. I guess it's just me. It's without the the collaborative process that happens within the Alter Bridge world or with Slash. So, which I love. I love being able to collaborate, because working on the solo record, what I learned is just how difficult it is to do everything by yourself. When you're sitting, and the goal for me also was to really see what came from here and here, and it was
right.
like I had a very defined version of what the arrangements were going to be, who was going to play what instrument was going to play what, and so that was with a few, there were a few exceptions, and that was a challenge, man. I mean, it took a lot of time and a lot of work, but I love being in a band and having that thing that happens with the band.
Yeah, finally then, because like say you play with Slash, you have Alter Bridge, you have your own work. Do you know immediately what goes where, and do they influence each other?
I generally know immediately what goes where. Yeah, I generally don't have any problem. People ask that, like, do you ever have anything where you didn't know where that should go? There was one or two ideas. Mark actually, he was joking about this once. He's like, yeah, when I heard what song was that? Stand in the Sun. I'm so tired. I've gone without sleep for so many days with this. But he was like, yeah, I heard that. I was like, oh, that would have been a cool Alter Bridge chorus. But in general, it's really easy because they're such different feels.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. My pleasure.